think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my big dog, walking big talk, young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship, I'm a jacket like Letterman, y'all better not let them in. They gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling, started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent, this is from God, but I'm not your reverend, not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element, yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it, yeah. I've been married to this hustle, this is my ring, watch out, step in it, yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch out, touchdown, pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed, the cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, yeah, I don't even know what it costs, yeah. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my, yeah. Run it, I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. I can't take no loss, I don't even know what it costs, yeah. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, hit the ground, then it go off, yeah, yeah. Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn bad. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get an NFT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to pro something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins, yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting out.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone? I've had a bit of a nightmare this morning with the camera. I forgot my adapter, so we're going to be using this camera, which is the laptop camera. But the good news is I've still got my microphone, so you can, most important things is to hear what we're talking about and also to be able to see what we're talking about. So let's switch on to the charts to see what we have today. Good morning, my Balkan bro. Hi, Dojin. Michael Chen, Bruce, Marcel, familiar names. Casey Chong, Michael. A lot of people inside the live stream. We need to reset our live trades because we had a great day yesterday. If you look at the screen, actually, since we're here, do you remember where we said we're gonna add that third position in? So if that had happened yesterday, this was the area where we were interested. Well, I was interested in entering that trade. It would have taken out my other reposition. So now we would have been in a really good position. So even if it went lower down, like we discussed yesterday, we would be fine. Hi, Johannes, David, Jason, Radio Jingles, Davidas from Lithuania. Good morning, Rafa. Morning, Martin. Stream Elements is it's normally something that I'm testing. I'm gonna use it in the future. It just it's basically a streaming. All the overlays that you see is from there, and generally it helps you with streaming. So it's something that we can tap into. Hopefully this picture doesn't look too bad from this camera, but that's what we've got today. some good discussions happening about the dollar. Good morning from Madrid, Fran, Adam, familiar name, Carolyn, Anna. Hello everyone. Today we're gonna be trading as always. It's a bit of a tricky day. Let's see. I've got a bit of news. I'm gonna start with that. We can do you know what? I know that a lot of you follow FX Factory as well. So let's have a look on Baby Pips and then we'll have a look on Factory as well. So we had the news at 9. So that was the spike that we saw this here. So good news for the pound, bad news for the index. Let's go on the index, the dollar index. We're still, oh, look at these drawings, guys. I mean, look at these reactions. Boom. Nice little entry there. Delivered back to another fair value gap that we were talking about. This stuff works. We've had a retracement above 76.4. So there's things to think about. We discussed about the 105, 106. These are areas that might become quite interesting. We need to reset all the graphs. So previous daily high, previous daily low on the previous candle of Thursday. We need to drag the equilibrium to 50% as always. These are from the ICT 2022. That beautiful sound of a new subscriber has come in, and it is Saha Panchani. Welcome. How are we doing on the subs? 3,730. We're getting close to 4,000. You know what's happening at 5,000? We're going to open a Discord community. Actually, it was someone else. Sorry, my stream is delayed. It was Gagandeep Singh. Wow. I love all these different names. It just shows how international this community can be in YouTube. I'm streaming from Greece. Before I was streaming in Bali. Hold on, let me just fix this. I'm a bit all over the place this morning. Sorry, guys. Just need to charge. I'll tell you what, I won't do it. You'll see a bit of a darker camera, but it's fine. The charts are the same. Morning, Leoma. Hola from Gangandeep. Janice. Camera's good, don't worry. Good stuff. From Aussie land. All right, so close to Bali, where we're normally based. Right, let's reset our trades. We don't have any live trades at the moment, but we are planning to analyze the charts and get our normal target, which is $500 in a day. We had a great day yesterday. I say great day. Every day has been a great day. Thursday, 512 on this account. And the small one, which is the new instant, we're in profit for 400. The target for this to go to 40k is 2,000. So we're getting there, and that's quick. That's since Tuesday we started this. Looking forward to having that second account boost the profits, because we had 512 profits from this one. But if we add the profits from yesterday, which was it was the 25th, another $140, so that would have been $660 odd. That's really good, just by doing the same thing. So we can see the pound dollar is ripping on the 5 minute. Are we missing any opportunities? Let's go and see. I know we're still in premium. Equilibrium, around equilibrium we should be now. Let's see. Yeah, that's the chart. Just check everything is right. That's right. Okay, so we're at equilibrium. We these predictions or analysis were absolutely correct. So we can take these out. What's your game now, pound dollar? That's what we need to find out. So we have these little fair value gaps which needs to be extended. This tiny one and this bigger one here. We talked about the buy side liquidity above these highs. I can't believe, I genuinely thought that the new number, I was talking with Johannes, that 106 area, I thought this will be the area where we'll be holding. But since it hit that high, which is a high from, when was it? Before 27th of May. Here. So it hasn't had a high since 2022, May. May again. That's interesting. We've got a double top, both May. Before that, we would have to go. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2. What's this? 1, 2, 6. Yeah. So 1.3s were in beginning of January. So before the whole thing with the war and COVID's, well, during COVID, that's when it all happened. But now we had a bit of a consolidation. We're seeing this move here. I generally thought we're going to be sitting around that 126, but that's been rejected. So if we go down to the 4 hour, having a bit of rejection now, equilibrium, nothing to enter yet. I need to reset. Everyone's seeing that we've made already $500. That's yesterday's, guys. Don't get too excited. Results, let's clean out. I will attend to the chat. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything. I'm just setting up everything. This morning I had to go and sort some electricity bills. So I literally just jumped in, grabbed a coffee, turned everything on, realized I haven't got a camera, but here we are. Right, so that's all clean. Peter was confused with the results. Yeah, sorry. It's just me being lazy. Live trades, no trades at the moment. Where will I be getting in? What is my bias for the day? It is a Friday. There's loads of news. We have to be careful. Let's look at our profits first. Did we import everything? So we have put 25th. Is that right? 393. That's not right. We need to add more trades in there. On this dashboard that you saw, I'm only going to input my main account, my 250,000 account, just because to keep it tidy and I know what's going on. But on the live trades, I will share you my profits over all the accounts that I have. What we need to do now is just export on TradeSync the extra days. What's good about TradeSync actually is I've partially entered the 25th, but if I export everything, well, we'll test it anyway. It should overwrite the ones that we've already put in and include the new trades. So I've just exported that. We're going to go back on TradeSync. Did I just close it? No. TradeSync. I'm going to go plus, import trades. Next, import that, upload, import. I love quickness, like easy peasy. So we're gonna let, we've got 15 minutes till the open. So I couldn't see an entry. There we go, 512. Perfect. So our current month, we're running on 4K 400, a bit lower than normal, but considering what happened this week and the things that my family had to go through, I think we're doing okay. Well, we're doing a lot better than I used to get paid. So, and we still have today, and we still have Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. We've got 4 days. So this can very easily jump up to 6K or 7K, depending on what setups we find. There's a little bit of a play developing here right now. Do I like it? No, I'm not. I hate trades at equilibrium. I just don't like them. It's the ones that have been waiting the longest, and I had to work hard to manage them. So I'm going to be patient. For the people that are wondering what trade is he talking about, this could be a nice long position. ICT, we had a break of structure, coming back, filling these fair value gaps, delivery the next highs, which could be partials here, and the previous daily high. However, when you're at equilibrium, we don't know if this is going to push down, continuation down after filling fair value gaps on your left side here, which we have one there. So I just don't like this trade. I'm not going to take a trade that I don't like. So what I think is going to happen, I don't like think because it's kind of like guessing, but what I'm analyzing that's going to happen is, where's the bloody arrow? Yeah. I think this is likely, but not likely enough for me to take a trade. Then we don't know how the open is going to go. If we're at extreme, and this is a key, guys, if you're not sure, right? So now we're in equilibrium. The DXY is doing its thing. Did I just put a fib? Oh yeah, for the 50. Okay. I was wondering what that fib was. So it's filling this fair value gap here on the left side, which means now it can potentially push higher, which would mean the pound dollar coming down. And I just delete the pound dollar. So, luckily someone mentioned which one I was using. So I mentioned it yesterday, so I remember. We need to go to Forex. That's not the one. It is this one. We need that red. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. And it's not an indice, it's FX. Let's delete that. Okay, so likewise for the DXY, this can very easily come down and retest the 76.4 retracement. So we're in a bit of a no man's land. And if you're trading, let's see, has anyone taken a trade? Let's jump on the chat, because I don't see a play yet. I don't see a play yet. Right, let's go up. Sell side liquidity, Rafa, 1, 2, 3, 110. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 110. Below these lows. You are right. You are right. However, when sell side liquidity is so close to the previous daily low, I would include the swing low of the previous daily low. So my sell side liquidity will be here. But you're not wrong. So if you're saying this is sell side liquidity, you're right, because you've got equal lows. So that's a better one, but I wouldn't look for that before I enter. I would include this area here. And if you remember, we have this dotted line, which was our third position if it had dropped, and it's coming from, I believe, a 4-hour fair value gap. So you see that fair value gap there to there. Literally, oh my God. Look how close it is to the previous daily low. Filled the gap and smashed higher. Just works. Let's delete that because we're not going to take that trade. 4 hours showing a bit of a resistance on equilibrium. As it filled the fair value gap, it's in the fair value gap now. So we'll see if that plays out. I'm not going to be trading that, but we're just analyzing at the moment. I am going to be trading this even at a more extreme, which I'm anticipating movement today, guys. So we don't have to rush. And let's go on FX Factory, Forex Factory. Today, 26th, core PCE 230. I'm not going to be here for that. Is there anything else we need to worry? I get confused with this one. Is that the only one? Are the others medium on Forex Factory? It must be medium. Settings. Filters. Where's the filter? Let's go orange. Apply. So they're orange. Durable goods normally has movement. I would say that is a bit of a more than orange. So 2:30 my time. Is that my time? Rome. So yeah, that's. I'm in Greece, but I've used Rome. 2:30 my time, so 12:30 UK time. There is news on the US dollar. We had retail sales this morning on the pound, which we're seeing the reaction now. Okay, so there might be. So the movement will come in the afternoon. We just need to see how the open reacts, which is in 9 minutes. So let's prepare for it. What are we looking for? We've got 9 minutes, so we have time. So here's the reaction that we just talked about. Into the fair value gap, more than 50% of the fair value gap, and now it's reacting. This is the reaction. Doesn't mean that it's going to go higher. The reaction is guaranteed around a fair value gap. But if you see that the reaction is not pushing on and making new highs, then you can anticipate it pushing lower. And I need a haircut. So looking at myself on the stream, I look ridiculous. Considering what's happened, I'm holding together, I think. Right, so people are talking about stocks. I'm just going up on the chat. Price so close to equilibrium, it hit the equilibrium. Good morning, Nelly. Shan. You need to confirm that. I don't want to call you the wrong name. I think it's Shan. Kalimera Christofore. He's an island boy, Medellini, if I'm not wrong. He's from. Am I wrong? Might be wrong. Pan USD. Morning, everyone. Jason. Who else? Johannes. Yeah, we talked about it. Twan. That's a name. I remember him. I remember Twan. Fortsadreu. Also another Greek name. Greeks are coming in strong. Haris. Hari, I think that is Greek. It's written in Latin, English Latin, but I think it's Greek. Oh, you're right. Madara, I am going to do... Wait, didn't we look at gold? We did look at gold. We did look at gold. Watch yesterday's live stream, because we did analyze gold. I'll tell you what, we're just gonna, it was for my friend from Kenya, I think we did that. Was it How do you get gold? I'm in Forex. We did spot gold, if I'm not wrong. We'll change the color to gold. We're going to go to gold. Yeah, we did analyze it. Thought I was going crazy. Just for you, let's put in our dailies because I can't see a play yet on the pound dollar, so we have to be a bit patient. We've got 5 minutes till the action. That's that. Then we've got fib. That's wrong. We'll do it again. Fib there, 2 there. We're looking for equilibrium, which should be somewhere where we left it. Where's it gone? Maybe I deleted it. So we're going to do a new line for equilibrium at 50%. We did talk about the patient needed. We identified this sell side liquidity. Look at that, it's gone to the pip. I don't know how that happens, by the way, because I drag the box randomly, but it always goes to where I stop the box. I don't know how. It must be the matrix. So we talked about sell side liquidity. Now it's been tapped into. It's created the previous daily low. This would have been a nice entry, pushing higher. Now we're sitting at equilibrium. Everything's at equilibrium today. That's your little fast update on the pound dollar, on the gold. If you haven't seen it on the live previously, go and watch it because we broke it down from months to weeks, historical data. If pound dollar starts going lower, we have identified 2 areas, 50% and 61%, which coincides with that big fair value gap. Dollar eyes third weekly gain as higher US rate expectations gather steam. We did anticipate, remember, we were talking about this, we anticipated this dollar movement higher. That's why we shorted. We didn't short, we longed the pound dollar. Where did we long the pound dollar? We longed the pound dollar. This move first, then it came down and we did this move. Yes, that I remember now. So we've tapped into this little area here, which that must be from higher up. There's a strong rejection on the equilibrium. Doesn't mean that it can't rip higher. So we're still in this fair value gap now here. There's another one here. Let's see if it works. I'm still not interested. It's getting better. It's getting better. Here it comes. We're getting that discounted price. Could I manage this on a Friday? I don't want to hold over the weekend. 200 pips. I would want it lower. There is an area where I like. Can you see it? There is a fair value gap in this area here, which I actually like better for an entry. Let's give you some time. I'm not sure I'm going to get involved with this. No. But if the price continues down, it was my mother just came in and she's gone. I can see why someone would get involved here. Aggressive move up. Fib retracement. Let's see. It's exactly at the 50% now. 61% is the last fair value gap of that move. If it goes down here, 30 odd pips till, no, it's more. It's more. How much is that? $300 if you're one lot until you get to the previous daily low. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. We have to wait. Oh, I've been corrected. I am glad George is in, because Greece is UST +3 on summer. Really? Wait, really? I need to confirm that. So that doesn't make sense, because London is at 8 now, which is UCT, and we are currently at 10 o'clock, so we should be +2. I'm confused, George. You can enlighten me on that. Maybe I'm missing something. Who else? DXY, fair value gap, Rafa, live trade notes, you have to keep track on the screen. Oh, got ya. That's right in the middle, you're right. I just need to move that. Maybe I'll change color and I'll put it here. Let's see if we can do that. Properties. Let's make it select color. Let's go white. Select color. I've ruined it now. Let's do that. Okay. Select color. That. All right. So that should be better. So we've got it on the right hand here in this area. The only thing is if I move that, then you can't see anything. So, shall I keep it there? I'll keep it there and I'll make it blue. If you see anything that can be improved, please let me know, because this is mainly for you guys. Let's do like a color that is quite easy to identify. And we like green days. We've always had green days. That's a bit harsh. Outline. If I do an outline, it's better. Drop shadows. Let's see. My artistic side is coming to play. I think that's a bit harsh. Let's do. Why not? Go crazy. It's horrible. Right, I'm gonna have to deal with that another time. But for now, let's go back to black. I'm enjoying myself too much with the color coding. And we'll leave it there. All right, so we're having a bit of reaction exactly where we said, which is to the pip on the fair value gap. Look at that. Did anyone get that? They probably entered that. For me, it's still a bit high. I did ask a question. Let's see if anyone answered. No one's bothered, looks like, or unless I missed it. But my ideal entry for this trade would have been this fair value gap here. This is where I would like the price to come down to. But that would mean that this move is not the actual move. If this move plays out and it is the actual move to go to higher, then we wait and we look for shorts. Right, so Christopher is asking, how long have I been trading? I've been trading for 2.5 years. Very interested day ahead. Fivers funded me yesterday. Learn from you, Scott. Amazing, Peter. Super. My biggest recommendation is to start small, build a buffer. Build a buffer. That's all you want to do. Increase that stop loss. You don't want to lose your account. Yasuyani, Mogsub. I reckon there's quite a few Greeks in here. Banks are closed on Monday, Bruce says. To be fair, on bank holidays, I've had really good days. I don't know why. Maybe the algorithms take over and they're more predictable. Could you explain how you use the previous daily high and low? Is it just to determine cheap and expensive prices? So if you think of, imagine like going to a market and you're going into a market to buy a t-shirt. And yesterday, someone told you that the t-shirt cost $10. And thousands of people bought it at $10. But today, the price is at $15. So it's very relevant. Yesterday's information is extremely relevant to what you're going to do today. I would say it's the most important information over anything. Just because it's live price, you know what the market was doing yesterday. You know your interest of buying or selling the tops. So if you know that 15 is too expensive, then you wait for the t-shirt to come down below 10. And you know you're getting a better price than yesterday. And there will be a lot of interest. Same with Forex. Yesterday's highs and lows would just give you the range of where the market was selling and buying. And equilibrium is where everyone yesterday on average were settling for this price. So as day traders, we're looking for extremes of the price. If yesterday's price equilibrium was 235, like today, being at 1238, which is the previous daily high, is a nice place to be if you want to sell, because a lot of interest yesterday. On average, from the whole day, people were interested to sell around that area. So I hope that makes sense, that analogy. Thanks for your videos. They are very helpful. Excellent. Super. Hi, Chris. Afternoon. You must be in Australia. Is it Australian, Chris? I think it is. And balance down. Right, can you check? Here we go. Can you check Euro USD? Let's find a trade first. I need to make my money first, and then we'll look at other ones. Quick question: do you hate gold? I think that says hate gold. I don't hate any asset. I just trade pound dollar. That's what I do. I keep it simple. I know pound dollar. I know the news. I can predict movements. Not predict, react to movements, a better word. So if something works, stick with it, as we always say. Good morning from Abu Dhabi, structural design engineer, working now in office and also trading euro dollar. Few euro dollars in here. Fivers bootcamp account, amazing. Have you passed the bootcamp? If you have, incredible achievement, because I think it's quite hard to do. Love watching your streams. Thanks, Lokesh. Iron's that Greek magician, Messi of trading. I don't know about that. I'm a basketball player, so we have to maybe a basketball reference. Euro dollar is at equilibrium. Everything is at equilibrium, looks like this morning. Scott Antonio, I think I remember from the chat, he was asking about lot sizes. When you get time, can you elaborate on the question I asked in the comments? Yes, I'm definitely going to touch on that. I just want to see what's happening here. Price is coming lower, which is good. It's coming lower. You just need to see the hour. So let's say that was the high of that move. Let's retrace to 50%. We need discounted area. We need this to come down. Down, down, down. Here it's coming. Look at that. Retested that order block. And you don't hear me talk about order blocks a lot because I don't use them. I don't understand them that much. I know what they are. It's basically the selling candle of a move. So if this closed here red, that would be your order block, which then comes and retests to the wick like here. But I don't really use that because I'm doing the other stuff that you know. So Scott, I will reply to your comment. Paul, good morning. News at 1:30 p.m. UK time. BST in London. Okay, Simon says no, not US, no CT, BST. So British Central, ST time, standard time, I think it is. London also goes to UST +1. All right, so I think we all got, we clarified the time. We are hitting new record for this week. 180 people watching. So we are getting there, which is great to see that the community is building. And we'll see how we can break it today. The biggest we've ever had was 200 people. We'll see. You could add a black stroke around the white text there. I like it. Notice you're giving me some artistic advice. Yanis, where should the ideal target be in dealing range in daily range, I think you're saying? So I like extremes. These are the two areas that I like. Price being here, I'm very, very interested. I would definitely be involved if the price was there. And I would be very, very interested if the price was here or below. Now we're just in the middle. I just don't like this place. I'm vulnerable here. It's a bit like gambling here because you can go either direction. Imagine this is the Judas move. We're 12 minutes into the session and then it crashes down and you're going long. You don't want that. You can deal with it, but it's not a good place to be. So extremes we really like because we know that the dailies get retested quite often. There's a fair value gap at 123, 250. I think that's the one we've been talking about, yeah. Are you still in Bali? No, I'm in Greece, near Athens. Morning, Manus. Christophorus traded the US 100. I'm the only thing with this is that I'm a bit boring. So I make money. I make about $500,000 in a day and I do it consistently every day, but I do it on one asset. So yes, you can use what you're seeing here on other assets, but it takes a lot of energy for me to analyze new assets. We can do it. We did it yesterday with gold. I just want to use my energy to best trade this asset. So you can see what happened here. We talked about this. Came back to retest that order block. Now it's gone back to equilibrium. We'll see if that happens. If that happens, then we're looking at highs. When you don't see highs on your left, because at the moment we can only see this high. But if you go lower, we've got multiple highs. We've got these equal highs. This can be the Judas move now to take buy side liquidity here. Would I trade that? Not really, because we're coming off a push. I want to be up here. If the price jumps up here, we'll definitely be trading. If it jumps down here, we'll definitely be trading. So that's when you need to be patient. and it's Friday, and there's news in the afternoon. You don't want to be caught. Don't be silly. Right, where we go? I think we're getting closer to the chat. Someone looking after the cat. Yes, the cat Phoenix we're missing so much. We can't wait to see him. We'll probably be in Bali September time now. By the way, my house in Bali is available for rent. If anyone wants to go to Bali, it is an expensive house, but we're not going to be there for at least 3 months, 3.5 months. So we're just going to rent it out until we get back. Hi Yanis, could you explain the cost of keeping cable overnight in case it's ever needed? Right, Forex is not that much. It's literally peanuts. Indices is a different story. It's quite expensive to hold over weekend. And the spreads, and also it's quite difficult to hold the DAX or like those ones. But the pound dollar, you're fine. Absolutely fine. Yeah, I do stick. I'm answering Madara's thing. I do stick to one asset for 2 reasons. One, it makes it easy. You just switch it on. You don't have to worry about 9 pairs and indices and stocks, and you know your asset, you know how it moves. It becomes a relationship. You build a rapport with it. So when your relationship builds and builds and builds, and you start to understand, what does the pound do and certain news? How much can it move in a day? What does it look like when it's consolidating? What does it look like when it's in sell side or buy side? All this, you start painting a picture. If you tell me now, go and analyze the US 100, yes, I can analyze your dailies and your buy side liquidity, but I don't know the behavior of the US 100. I don't know what it does at lunchtime. I don't know I haven't got that experience. I haven't read the US 100 book, if you want. Whereas in this book, I can tell you exactly where we are on this page. So my biggest recommendation, especially to new traders, is minimize the noise. Don't jump from strategy to strategy. Stick to one thing. Keep being consistent in trading the same way. So then you can identify what's going well and not when things are not going well. My brother from Greece married a girl from UK. That's why he's trading pound dollar. Well, that would be good, but my wife is half Italian, half Ugandan. So my only British side. Okay, her dad is from Wales. She has a British passport, but my only British side obviously is from my mum. Just gonna close the door 1 sec. Okay, we're back at equilibrium. Nothing, absolutely nothing at the moment. Hi, Yanis, could you explain the cost of tuning? Yeah, we said that. Where are we at? Gab, Italy is in the house. Buongiorno. Good morning. ICT is saying trading should be boring. One asset is good. I agree with Michael. By the way, I don't know what you've had for breakfast, but this is a Greek bougatsa, which is a creamy. In Bali we made coffee. Unfortunately we don't have a coffee machine, but a creamy custardy like pastry. Not the healthiest, but you could have worse things. We love a burrata in Greece. Carolyn, how long did it take you to become a profitable trader? I would say bootcamp was definitely, the 3 challenges was definitely my most consistent trading, and obviously now, but that was since last year. Was it July? I think I started it, and from then on it's been improving and improving and improving and improving, which is good. I totally agree with do you measure it on a whole swing, like 1 hour swing, or just previous high or low? G Sing, with premium and discount, do you measure it on a whole swing like 1 hour? No. So premium and discount is just telling you what's premium is basically the price is above the average price yesterday. So at the moment we're trading slightly into premium price, above equilibrium. Does it mean it's a premium price? No, a premium price would be up here somewhere. So it's a range. So if you think of a scale, we're now in the beginning of the scale of premium price, and we're pushing higher. How do I rent it? You have to be in Bali to rent it. I'm in the trade on pound dollar, entered in fair value gap, target is my first buy side. Okay, so you took this trade. Yeah, I can. It makes logical sense to me. I just don't like my risk exposure on this. Hi Yanis, it seems you never get stopped out. Is placing your stop loss so high as part of your trading success? Yeah, I like my success so far is being able to manage bad trades. That's where it's at. So if let's say I got in now, where's my mouse? Got in now, and it suddenly just crashed down, and I've used 5-6 repositions, then I would be very exposed. My stops, the thing with the reason I don't like stops is because the market chases stops. I do use a stop, but I use a hard stop, and a daily stop is a limit to my trading. What I don't do, every pound average position that I enter, I don't use that as a stop. So let's say I want to break my trade into 5 or 10 positions. I don't use this. My stop is overall the 5 to 10 positions. It's not it's not on individually each position, because I can't do that. If I stopped out here, stopped out here, stopped out here, I wouldn't be able to trade. So even though I have 1, 2, 3 positions, my hard stop is somewhere down here, which the total amount of loss which I'm accepting to take is 2,000, 2,500, which is going to increase as my account gets bigger and my lots get bigger. Because if I have a bigger lot, then my profits will be bigger, which will allow me a bigger stop loss, if that makes sense. Hi Dragos. Welsh people are actually Brits. Yes. Ston Ogo. Christopheros, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Maybe you're talking to someone else. How do you determine equilibrium for that day or week or previous session? Equilibrium is very easy. You just grab a Fibonacci or any tool that has a 50% of a move. Previous daily high, previous daily low. And there you go. That's the 50%. And you add it in there. How do you determine? That's 200 sit-ups. I know. I need to get back into fitness. I used to be extremely fit. But with trading, I really have to work. hard to get back to where I used to be. Scrambled eggs and salmon for my breakfast. Oh, in Bali, honestly, the food is insane. I think if you go on my Instagram and which we actually hit 1,000 followers today. That's quite a big move for Instagram. If you haven't followed, find me on theconscious.daytrader and don't follow the scammers. So my account has I think 1,000 followers right now, so you know which one it is. Best stream ever. It helps me so much. Thank you, Maniac. DXY has broken in 5 minutes support. Let's have a look. Oh, hello. Hello. So this going lower would mean the pound dollar going higher. However, we do have this here. Double top. Gapped breakdown below equilibrium. We'll see. Good spot. We're now sitting in a fair value gap on a higher time frame. I need to buy a badge on Instagram. Is that a thing? I didn't know you can do that. Jonathan, it seems price is in the golden zone for further downwards continuation re yesterday's range. Let's see. I'm still not convinced on this push here. However, we consolidated here. We created a double top here. Buy side liquidity got taken out, pushed back down, filled fair value gaps, and then continues higher. Traded a little bit below this, created a buy side liquidity here, got taken out, came back, and now it's pushed higher, retraced. This is a classic ICT sort of long position where you're entering on your fair value gaps and you're pulling your stop in tight. Let's see, what time is it? 10:30. I think there's going to be some. At the moment, we haven't seen a lot of action. Like yesterday. Yesterday was perfect. The price was way below sell side liquidity. We could have an entry. We could manage it. It was easy. Scammers can cry. I don't think scammers would pay for a tick. So maybe I need to do that. I was 1,003 follower. Brilliant. Instagram. The thing is with it, Instagram is quite. I like Instagram because it's quick. It's easy. I haven't used it a lot because what's going on in my life, but I'm using it more and more, and I will do some mini. I'm looking for someone to make videos. I don't know if you know anyone actually. I am looking for someone to work with me, a collaborator, who will take these lives and make little reels to do shorts and Instagram. So if you're a video editor with experience on doing Instagram, hit me up and maybe we can come up with a little plan. Doesn't the previous day equilibrium concept apply only when today's range is inside yesterday's? How would you trade it with the previous daily high low is already taken? Well, it's the opposite. If the previous daily high is taken, I am very interested because we are extreme premium price. So if the price was here, price climbed, came here, I will be shorting that 100%. I'll be looking for a retracement. The thing I'm struggling with right now, not struggling, it's not my way of trading, is when the price is here. Because there's nothing. It can take this buy side liquidity and sell off. It can take this buy side liquidity, fill that fair value gap and sell off. It can then go and take this up and sell up. It's so many elements within the range. So you don't know how high the algorithm would go. So the safest thing is to not trade these and to wait for the big move, which is this. This is the biggest swing high. Think of all the buy stops that have been taken out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these areas have been taken off. So my interest is only this swing high and this swing high. Hope that makes sense. And at the bottom, like Rafa said, these swing lows and this swing low. Where are we? We will take yesterday's high. Madara thinks it's going higher. Hi Yanis, I need beer money for this evening. Would you mind getting my... I find this useful as X comparison against my own trades. I see. So Simon is taking the piss out of... he wants his beer money from this. And as you know, and as it says it here, this is for entertainment and not financial advice. Good. Thanks for reminding me, Simon. Don't take any trades when I'm taking trades, because that doesn't do anything for you. Yes, it might get you beer money, but it doesn't make you a better trader. And if I manage it 2 hours after the stream, you can't see what I'm doing. So don't do that. Don't be that person. Make sure you do your own trade analysis, and you can learn from this and see how I'm doing it and get some ideas for your own trading. I do find myself taking opposite trades to you though, but the understanding of what others do really helps me understand my own logic. Brilliant. Okay, so I can do my ID. Maybe I'll do that. I'll see if there's an option. I like Dogan's suggestion. We get a little tick. AI tools. The only problem I don't like about it is that someone actually took the conscious day trader without the dot. A scammer took it. So now I have to live with the dot. Whatever. AI tools can do it automatically. What's that radio? Do automatically which aspect? Hi, funny moments. So what's your bias for today? My bias for today is long and short. How about that? At the moment, I think the price is doing this. Well, I don't think. I've analyzed and I believe that there's a high chance that the price breaks higher. However, it's not a tradable position for me to be in. The other area that I can go into is this. So that would be definitely, if I was in a long position from down here, that would be where I would be kind of taking profits for two reasons. It's a high, intermediate high, and you also got a fair value gap. I'm Alan. I am a video editor and experienced with Adobe Premiere and After Effects with motion graphics and especially titles. Brilliant. Send me a DM on Instagram. Look at EU if you want, but we have equilibrium. Okay, Dogan is looking at euro dollar. So you only look for external liquidity to be taken. Not always. I mean, if there's a nice price action, if these candles were more aggressive, so let's say we didn't have this choppiness and we had a strong directional pull towards equilibrium, a 3 candle formation, like let's say if we had something like this candle but green, then I would be involved. But because this has been a steady build up towards equilibrium, I don't like this. I don't like this. I have silicon long on euro pound. Euro pound. That's a slow market, Euro pound, isn't it? What's the daily range on the... I think Euro pound is slow. The area you showed in my sell point. I will be selling at 12367. 67, yeah. So the top end of that fair value gap makes sense. What else we got on the news? Sterling remains close to 2 months low. It's so interesting, isn't it? Like, you read this, but as a day trader, this is pulling up. Well, on 5 minutes. If you look at the 4 hour, they're talking about this move, but actually now everyone will be seeing that and they'll be like, oh, selling, because the sterling is so low, but the actual price is pushing up. So it's all down to if you're a swing trader, day trader, it's all different. In the morning at 7, I mentioned to a friend about long to a minimum at 125. Oh, you're going that high. So you think we're going to go all the way up to 125. But I didn't enter that long position. He took 30, so... Never look at the results of guesses. Like, I can say, oh, it can rain today, and then it doesn't rain, and then the next day I'm saying it's going to rain today, and it actually rains. Predicting the weather is the same as predicting these charts. You don't, when you're analyzing and something happens, it doesn't mean that your analysis was correct. It means that it happened, maybe 50-50 chance. If your friend said this is going to go short in 5 days, he will definitely be right 3 out of those days. So it doesn't mean he's a good trader or he has got... I'm not saying that you're not a good trader. I'm just saying don't be sad if it doesn't happen, because all you're doing is just guesswork. If you traded it and you analyzed it, then you can say that was a good trade or a bad trade. What time frame is this fair value gap you're looking for an entry on pound USD? So we're currently on 15 minute. Can you see it on the stream? I think you can. If you're talking about this one, that's on 15 minute. I generally get entries on the 15 minute. This one also on the 15 minute. It's so slow today. What's going on? Friday, I guess. Okay, you let me know if something's happening on the pound dollar. I'm going to go on to, what did you want to see? Euro dollar. Well, that's what we want to see on the pound dollar, don't we? Look at this. Wow. That's a move. Breaking below 38.2, high chances to go to 50.61. This on the 2 minute. I thought we analyzed the euro dollar. Yes, we did. Let's look on the previous days. Just putting in the previous data. We're still at equilibrium. Maybe I got a bit excited there. Let's see. We'll set up the details and then we got, see on the hour. It was a big move. Took out the buy side liquidity. And now it's pushing down. It's taking out the lows, filling up this fair value gap. It's having a bit of reaction. Fair value gap. 2 rejections, pins down there. I would be very wary going long on this at this moment of time. This can very easily come down and retest sell side. We took the lows from this. We haven't taken these lows. What we got here? This is a fair value gap right there, but this looks like it's a, is it 15? No, it will be 4 hour, I think. There it is, 4 hour fair value gap. I would be wary that this doesn't come down to retest this area. Even though it's showing these signs, it can easily do what it's done here. Or it goes higher, and who knows? Who knows? But me personally, I would be getting involved here. And on the upper side, I wouldn't be selling anything above here. What we're doing here. Still in the fair value gap. Brixton structure. Hi Yanis, you often mention Scruffy, who's awesome by the way, but why do you trade ICT view on the market? Scruffy is amazing and it's proven record, and if you're following Scruffy, I can guarantee you you're in a very, very good place. Something for me, for my personal psychology and my personal trading, I needed something more in terms of the way I trade. ICT fit in like a glove. So it was more on trying to read price action, not needing to have. I could trade without having anything on the chart, like even on the daily. You can see where this candle is, so you can tell if it's on premium or discounted. You can, without any lines, you can see where the swing lows are. You can see where the fair value gaps are. So I liked that. It made it simple for me. And it's whatever makes you a good trader. It doesn't have to be, a lot of the things that I trade with, I've learned from Scruffy. Being patient, being able to look at price levels, looking at overextended moves, like sometimes I will throw an RSI in or Bollinger Band. So all these are Scruffy stuff. Friday is known to be slow. Sometimes it's crazy Friday, but sometimes, like you say, especially if you've got bank holiday on Monday, could be slow. US weekend holiday Friday, and they are news later in the New York session, so maybe everyone is waiting for the New York session. Holiday mood. ICT mentioned price might be slow due to us. Okay, ICT is confirming that as well. Finally moving a bit. Let's see. Okay, I see you. We need a big candle. Come on, give us that breakdown. I know some people are long, so you don't want that. So that's the way it goes. There's buyers and sellers in any market. Yeah, previous daily high. Scott, I remembered you. I'm not forgetting. I need to see your comment again. Let me find your comment. Scott asked me something in one of the YouTube videos and I said I'm going to reply. So we're going to do that right now. It was about boot camp and the challenge that he faces. Let's see. Where is he? Details. Maybe it was on. I kind of remember it. If Scott's in still, you can ask me the next question if I've missed something. But the question was, how do you deal? Like, why, for instance, why am I trading one lot? And how do you deal with trading smaller lots? Like, if you're at a he's realized that on a 100k account or a 10k account, it really influences how you trade. For instance, a lot of people get confused or they get excited when instead of $1 down, it's $100 or $1,000 down. That shouldn't change your psychology. Same as my copy traders. That's why I actually like copy traders, because you don't see the outcome, you just see the results. So on these ones, I'm familiar with 200 to 600, 700 loss. On the other one, it would just be 50 to 60. So depending on your account size, you need to adjust your psychology to not fluctuate on what the price is doing with the funds. I would say a lot of people say you need to build up slowly your lot size. I think it's something different. I think it's your mindset around what your lot size is, because your lot size is just a tool for you to gain more income if you want, but in reality, it's the same tool that is going to be on a smaller account where it's going to be $3 to $4 compared to $300 to $400. So the way you battle it is through your consistency. If you're a good trader and you know you're consistent, the numbers are just numbers. Like sometimes I stop and I'm like, wow, like within 2 hours I've made $500,000. But as soon as you do that, you limit yourself, because suddenly you're thinking of the monetary value of $500 to $600, where it is only 10 pips or 20 pips. So in my opinion, and this is personally for me, I look at my performance and my consistency, and that's what feeds my results. And the consistency is that I feel confident that regardless of what price it is, or you can actually switch it off, you can take your price out. You don't need to see the monetary value if it affects you. But overall, I think being consistent, having confidence in your plan, because if you're not confident that you're doing things predictably, so let's say I come into the session and today I'm like, this is a good question to everyone actually. On your trading journey, are you currently in a position where you feel confident you can make 20 pips? Or do you go in the days like, oh, I've made 15 pips now, I need to take it out in case I lose it? Or is it more like, oh, I don't want to lose today? So where do you think you are on that journey? So to answer Scott's question is, One, focus on consistency, because it's not about passing a challenge. When you build an account, when you have an 100K account and your stop of the 100K account is, let's say, 5,000. So you have a 5,000 stop out. You want to build the stop out to have a buffer so it doesn't affect your psychology. So when you have 10 to 20,000 as a buffer, you can take a 2,000 loss. It shouldn't affect your psychology that much. If you have a 100K buffer, a 10K loss should be okay, because your consistency will take over. So it's all down to your ability to be consistent and your belief of what, if you are consistent or not. Because you can say I'm consistent, but if you don't believe it, you're not consistent. You're trading out of fear. It's more like I don't want to lose today. I lose every day, so a day I don't lose is like a freaking win. Okay, Atlas. This is what you're gonna do. You're losing every day. That's telling me that we're still at the learning curve. So it's not like you've got a process where you've seen some consistency, but there's a little bit of a breakdown sometimes. We need to get to that. So don't aim here it is something that you should start doing. What's the first most confident thing that works in your strategy? Is it the RSI? Looking at let's throw an RSI on here. So let's say your strategy includes buying when the RSI is at 18, as well as everything else, that you're buying an extreme RSI. Is that working for you? Does it give you confidence when this price is here that you're willing to buy it? If yes, trade that way until you're extremely confident and it becomes second nature. That when you see this, you're like, okay, I'm happy to take this trade. Now the second part might be crossing of the MACD. So I know this is confident, and when this happens, it boosts my confidence even more. I'm just giving you an example now. It's not a strategy, just generally. That's your second booster. So now you're like double confident and you have some proof from your previous trading that that's working. Then your third one might be that the RSI is, let's say, the RSI is pushing towards equilibrium. That you have a rule that if it's coming from a low on the outside of the Bollinger pushing towards, then you have three things that you can build your confidence on. And you do that with everything. Is it morning? Do I trade better in the morning? Do I trade better in New York? Do I trade better on open? And you start building confidence. Let's see where the price is. Here we go. Taking out liquidity of the above. This can still be a Judas. We've just come out of the, so we've just touched that fair value gap. We'll come back to that conversation because I think it's important, but we have some action here. So our prediction to go higher is correct. However, not tradable. Would I take this trade? Let's see. 26. Not bad. It's not bad. I'm just thinking, guys. Okay, let's do a bit of a breakdown. So we've taken, has it taken the high? Not yet. It's just about to take, it's created an equal high exactly. So I wouldn't trust this reaction. Or if anything, might come down to fill this area. Buy side there. Buy side is the fair value gap, and then buy side here. So it's taken out liquidity above here. Quite a big spike. What time is it? 5 minutes to. Buy side. We're still only, how many pips? We're still only 14 pips above equilibrium. That's where you need to assess yourself. You know, you can get excited with a candle like that, but it's only a 14 pip move. It's not an excessive move, and it's only gone back up. It hasn't taken liquidity above this area into the fair value gap. So we need to be calm. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're talking about Atlas. I'm confident in what I'm doing, being consistent for quite some time. Okay, that's good news. Scott's still here. As a swing trader, I'm confident in leaving my trade for a 100 pip profit. So my target now is 15 pips, gives a quicker trade, and therefore doesn't lock me in overnight so much. And it means I don't miss daily trades better overall. Okay, there you go. So like everyone has different things that's working for them. And that's great. If we all have the same way, something's going wrong. My target is 20 pips a day. So you use 10% roughly as your worst case. That's what I am converging on nowadays. 10%. I guess so. Do I? No, I would say I base it on my weekly profit. So I don't look at my account and say how much is in the account. I look at my profits. That's what leads. My performance leads my risk management. If I was performing at $1,500, then I would be willing to lose $500 or something, or $1,500 for the weekly. My performance is leading my green days, how many green days, and how long I've been. It's like, you know, it's a business. So I'm happy to invest this money for a return of $500 in a day, even if once in a while I lose, let's say 2,500 max, which hasn't happened yet because we're running on all green days, but that's how I base my logic around it. And Bassa, $430 bag. Nice. Great stuff. I booked roughly 50 to 60 pips a day. Average holding time of a trade, 5 to 6 hours. My strategy is pretty much like yours. Fair value gaps, except I take the ones that don't work usually. That's for the tips. So your strategy is like mine, but you're taking different fair value gaps. So if you're getting in, because my main trades happen at extremes, happen up here. If you're not consistent, start with the most obvious trades. Like me considering taking this trade, I can only consider taking this trade because I can manage out of it. And I'm already looking at these pink boxes as my worst case scenarios and up higher. I always look at the worst case scenario. If you're not at that level yet, then wait for the price to go to the extremes. And some days it might not give you that extreme, and that's okay. Still not a lost day. $5 million balance on the toss as well. Peter, there's a video on, let me see if I can find it, on Fivers. YouTube. There is a video that's they interviewed me on the passing the 100k challenge. Let's see, Yanis Donis getting funded. There we go, found it. Oh no, that's so there's two videos. One is on Tradelicious and one is on the Firers. Why can I not find the Firers one? Maybe it's written like this. Anyway, if you go on Firers, there's a video on, if someone can find it, post it in the chat. But it should be, yeah, I'll try, here we go, found it. The title is Yanis is smashing the bootcamp program. So here we go. So this is the interview from the Firers on passing. So you will see the lot sizes, you will see your everything. I was trading Scruffy at the time. I wasn't doing ICT to pass the challenge, but after that, ICT took over when I got funded. Why don't I use FTMO 100 and 200k? Like I say, when something's working and I've got a plan now, I've added a new account, so that's extra money coming in. My aim, I haven't hidden this from you guys, is to hit the higher bracket of the 4 million account. So if I can do that on an instant fund and a bootcamp account, that means I will be trading an 8 million account with stop losses of about, I don't know what it is, about 250,000 stop outs, plus whatever I've built up from getting there. So I will be very, 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 very happy. And the freedom that it gives me, the spreads that they give me, I'm super happy with the Firers, and they're making money out of me. So everyone is happy. So why go somewhere else? New subscriber, Jeffrey Yova Kahi Ali. Gab, I have a similar problem. I know exactly what I'm looking for on a chart, and I've gotten very close to passing challenges too. Then I don't know what happens in mind as I start doing weird things. Well, you just said it. Getting closer to an account, you will never have to do that again when you pass the challenge. It's it's like a test. So as you get closer, you get nervous, and these sensations don't happen when you've passed your account. So you need a specific strategy to pass. Maybe I'll do a video on that actually. What are the elements? Because passing a challenge is different than trading a funded account. And funded traders will back me up on this. The challenge is a lot harder because it's a challenge. You see it as a challenge. Is it true what are Greek brothers telling? Don't chase the trade. You don't need to trade every day. Yeah, A setups for sure. For example, pound just hit that fair value gap on the 5-minute chart. That's an entry I would take up. Okay, let's see what you do. So you would take this up here. We have to remember, look where we are in the session. If we get the FX market. Come on. We've been buying the whole kill zone. There hasn't been a Judas move yet. So we are aware of that. This can be a Judas move if we're buying this higher. this is not a bad trade if you take this long from equilibrium upwards. It's just, can you manage it if it goes this way? If you can't, then you can't take that trade. That's why I mean, wait for the extremes. Even like with my consistency, I'm still worried if I can manage this. That's why I'm not taking it. So if you're not consistent, definitely take trades that you can manage in a better place. Funny Moment says it's risky to put everything in one firm. I agree. FTMO and Fivers are the oldest. I think Fivers is even oldest prop firms. That is a risk that I need to consider, that everything I'm building is with a prop firm. But the skill set is always going to be there. So I need to put some money aside, at least to have, when things get better and I build a big account, to be able to trade, I don't know, my own 100k account eventually. So I don't have to rely on anyone. What's the right level to buy pound USD? Johnny. Is that a new name? I think it's a new name. Or maybe. So are you saying where to buy? That's a very broad question. Like where I buy and where you should buy, depending on how you trade. It's very down to your rules and how you get in. So I've told you where I buy. I buy down here. I don't like this, where equilibrium, even though we've pushed. Yes, I could have traded this, but I didn't. It was early in the morning. It was, when did I wake up? About 6:50. Maybe I could have traded this, but still I didn't like this. It's been a grind upwards. It hasn't taken these highs. I'm still not getting involved in this. Two beautiful OTE entries. What's OTE again? It's someone remind me. For long, just now, but indeed more risky. Michael, hello Michael. Yes, please do this. Yeah, maybe I'll make that video because I need to do some videos that are, not just live sessions. Learning about how to avoid bad situations. That's trading. Optimal trade entry. Yeah, that's right. Got ya. Why not to copy other prop funded accounts and split it? Other firms allows copiers, so you can always copy from your master account. Your spread might be different, but you're not scalper anyway, so. Yeah, the thing with I tested it with a Blackball account, and the spreads were very different, and also they stopped my account very quickly. So it was. I'm doing it slowly. I'm going to start with this. If this goes really well, who knows? Maybe I don't like rushing things. I want to see things working. I'm making 8 to 10k. It's not like I'm not making good money. So I just need to fine tune. I don't need to upscale massively. I don't want to be a billionaire. I just want to be able to live my life comfortably, do whatever we want to do. We travel a lot. We have a son, maybe in the future other kids, who knows. So I need to be realistic of how much money I want to make. And yes, I do want to make a lot of money, but I'm not going to risk everything that I'm building for it to be faster. Understand equilibrium, but why do you say you're not sure you'd be able to manage the trade? I thought your stop loss could be... I don't worry about the stop. I don't care about the stop. What I worry is the price action. This price action here is, yes, it's classic build up, but what I'm worried about is that the price currently is trading into sell side about 50. So that's $500 per lot. So that's only 4 lots that I can use from this price here if it goes against me, and that would be $2,000. So I like dealing with a lot smaller, 200, 250. That's quite nice for me because I can deal with that. I can have a lot more repositions with less exposure. Look at that, angel number 1111. Right, so most prop firms now use the same broker, 8cap. You've got a great mindset. How much of it is acquired by being around Olympic athletes and environment? Obviously, previous experience plays a massive role. I've been in very stressful environments. I used to run the analysis for the Olympic team in London, Rio, Tokyo, and you can't make errors there because every decision there has an impact on the athletes. So that has definitely, like, for me, seeing price action now does nothing to my emotions. If I see a huge spike or if I'm down in drawdown, it really doesn't affect my psychology unless it's very close to my stops. Because then I know I need to, if I don't do something, I'm going to be stopped out. That's the only time where I'm like, I've got it so wrong. But luckily it hasn't happened since January. Retail sales improve in the UK. More photography. Hello. What's the... Let's take the filter out because there's some news. Let's see all the news for a second. Retail sales. So that just got out now. No, this is these time zones. GMT +3, there you go. But UCT +2. Let's have it London time. Who's in a trade now? I'm intrigued to see. Where's everyone at? Rafa, it's not. It's 10:11. I'm sorry, my friend, you missed the angel number. Right, so this camera is pretty bad, and time for another coffee. This is a Freddo Espresso. Freddo Espresso, that's how we say it in Greek, which in Italian actually means cold espresso. But if you go to Italy and you say, I want a Freddo Cappuccino, which we have here, which is a cold cappuccino, they don't understand it. They give you like that's the other one in Italy. When you go to Italy and you say, I want a latte, like a latte in the UK, they literally give you milk, because latte means milk. So they don't give you a coffee latte. They give you have to say caffè con latte, coffee with milk, which is quite interesting. For the coffee lovers, if you go in Italy, don't order a latte, because you're not going to get a latte. You're just going to get milk. I miss Italy. I'm looking for. Whoa! I nearly dropped that. I'm looking forward to going. Here we go. Here's the Italian is coming in. Freddo cappuccino. Here's what a Freddo. I'm gonna teach an Italian about coffee. This is so bad. Greeks have to do things differently, and we think we know everything. But coffee, honestly, in Italy is just the best. Espresso, and actually, and Gab can back me up in there from Sicily. The cappuccino is only for morning. In Greece, people have cappuccinos in 6 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock at night, and in England, I guess. In Italy, it's a no-no. You don't go in a cafe at 6 o'clock in the afternoon and say, can I have a cappuccino? He'll be like, are you okay? And you just have espresso. So you have a espresso at the bar. So Freddo cappuccino, this is what a Freddo cappuccino is. You have an espresso, you pour the espresso in the espresso mug, and then you foam cold milk. You foam it, you put it in, and then you add, get ready for this, you can add cinnamon or chocolate on top. It's incredible. I love Freddo cappuccino, but it's definitely not Italian. Best coffee was in Spain. That's a statement. Have you been to Italy? That's the question. I'm Italian. Yep. Caffè macchiato is coffee with milk, and we don't normally drink cold coffee drinks. I know. It's so funny because my mum came to Italy and she said, can I have a latte, please? And we're like, yeah, sure. They just bring a cup of milk. It's brilliant. Where am I from? So my Mandra in English, but Mandratikis is the Greek version. It's a little town of 15,000 people outside Athens. Okay, you haven't been to Italy. So Manas, I would say you haven't tried real coffee yet. However, saying that, drink coffee. The best coffee that I get now is, you can find amazing coffee in the UK and Australia, because what's happening now is they're bringing this new, I'm going to get geeky with coffee now. Let's change the camera. Traditionally, coffee was bitter, right? In Italy, is bitter. Like espresso is like, it's almost like a shot. You need the caffeine shot. It's not like a drink to enjoy, or it's become that now. But in Australia, they make different blends. They'll bring Colombian beans. They'll bring, they will mix different beans to get that more chocolate flavor, or and the espresso is like aromatic and incredible. So there is a debate if the best espresso now is in Italy or is it somewhere else. because I would suggest that Australia is quite high up there in terms of coffee. They do know their coffees. I'm from Spain and definitely best coffee in Italy, but curate meat, I can definitely agree with you, Raul. I had competitions in Laseo, and I had the best curate meat I've ever tried. It was incredible. Have you heard how coffee is drunk at Soviet countries and Russia? Ooh, intriguing. What's the difference? I'm intrigued. Don't they drink espresso in Russia? I'm sure they do. All right, what's price action doing? No trade yet? No, absolutely not. I can't find an entry. It is like that sometimes. How much have we moved? $30 pips compared to 47, 67, 50. So the market hasn't been moving, guys. Okay, you could have found that entry. Okay, let's say you took the best entry of the session. You've only made 24 pips. It hasn't moved yet, for me personally. And downwards, if you found that entry, let's say you got in there, 14 pips, not much. So who asked me? Madara. I can't see a play that justifies my way of trading. I'm sure other people can. Nescafe Instant. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Hands down, Australian, makes legit coffees, and we have overnight cafes, so can drink coffee at 2 a.m. That's good. If you're driving long journeys as well. I agree with that. In Australia, well, in Bali, the coffee is incredible. It's the best coffee I've ever tried. It's because you get all the people that like surfing, and surfers like really good coffee. And then you get all the people that like good food and so on. Brown water. Got me 10 pips done. 10 pips, you can definitely find 10 pips. I'm looking for 50 pips. And I haven't seen, we've got a range of 30. I haven't seen any good opportunities for me. Safe opportunities. Yes, I can take entries, but I want to be safe. I had some Italians as guests. They were terrified. Oh God, what cough is that? Did I talk about double tops? We did talk about double top on the pound dollar historically. I am not in yet, so you can see that where it says live trades. We have 0 trades. Maybe I'll get involved or interested to get involved if this gets closer to here. If you've missed this move, 30 pip move, I can't see a trade. Sorry guys, I only trade pound dollar. I'm not going to trade for the sake of trading. I'm just sharing the screen with you guys because like yesterday you saw me, I was in a trade as soon as it happened, like that, we're in, we're good. If it's not right, the conditions are not right, we're not doing this for gambling, we're not doing this for fun, we're doing it to make money. And now for me, this is very retail trader money. I'm not saying that your 10 pips that you made is not good 10 pips. Any 10 pips is great. But for my way of trading, this is not giving me an opportunity. You make me want to have a second coffee. Well, I'm guilty for that. Got 2 coffees. One was espresso, hot espresso, and this is a cold espresso. Because in Greece it's very hot, so you can have a cold espresso. Sorry to my Italian friends. Based on the 4-hour RSI, Bollinger Band, still lots of... Oh, we have a new subscriber. AM21R. If he's from Greece, I'm going to say he supports AEK. But if he's not from Greece, then that might be a name. Looks like convergence of... Let's do a poll. I'm intrigued. Let's see. So we're going to start with this one. Yeah. I don't think I can add more options, so we're going to have some big ones in there. Asia. Australia. And then, I can only have 4, really? So we have to do... Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, so where are we? Today is my last day in funded challenge. I have to recover this minus 500 before 1 o'clock. Oh, it's not a good day. It's not a good day to look for big swings. But my question is, Simo Hamid, is this with the Fivers account or something else? Because you shouldn't be trading till the last day to pass the challenge. You should be a lot ahead of time. Maybe we need a bit more work to do. Because you shouldn't be rushing. Time shouldn't be an issue when you're trying to pass a challenge. How many coffees do you drink a day? I would say 2 to 3. Hello, Sally. Today is my last day. Yeah, we said that. When you see prices expensive and you want to go short, what do you use as confirmation to enter short? For me, you've seen it. Sometimes when I see a setup, I see it, I'm in. Like for instance, if the price gets anywhere inside this buy side liquidity, I don't look for the break of structure, retest with a fair value gap. Let's see. So I just go in. 9% are Greek, so that is, what's that, 5 people? Europe is 50%. 31% from Africa. Wow. And 10% from Australia, and someone said India as well. Did I miss USA? I need to change that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so bad. I put continents and then I put Greece. I thought Greece would be a lot more, but maybe it's just Christoforos and Haris. We need to do continents on the next one. Actually, let's do it. Why not? So let's have wick is coming up. I think the price is going to come higher, which is going to be good for a short opportunity, hopefully. Okay, so let's go USA, Europe, Africa. That should cover everything. Africa and Asia. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the conscious the conscious day trader community is represented by. Somalia, Jamaica, wow. Wow, I can't believe we haven't got an entry yet, and we've done 2 hours live. I think someone asked me how many hours do I trade. I would say I trade until I get paid. So sometimes I trade for 10 minutes, other times I trade like for 6 hours. So it depends. What about people in Antarctica? Do you know what? We should put a complaint into YouTube why we don't have... I should have put Australasia. That would have been better. So 45% from Europe. And then there's a bit matched between 24 and 21% Africa and Asia. Wow, we're quite international, huh? How about this for an idea? I think since we have so many people from around the world, when we visit each place, we should do a live trade with people in person. That would be fun. So we all sit around with our laptops. And obviously we'll have the live on, but then we have people who are actually in the place. I know the Greek people are not very close to me right now, so. But maybe one day, if I come to South Africa, we can rent a desk where we can all be around and do a live trade. That'll be fun. I'm watching you for the first time. Where are you from? Michaela. Born in the UK, Surrey. Lived all my life until I was 18 in Greece. Currently in Greece, but live in Bali. Went to university in the UK. But we've just rented a place for 2 years in Bali. And I think we're going to stay in Bali for at least 4 to 5 years before we decide where we're going to come in Europe when our son needs schooling. 50%, so 7% are Greek. Oh, Greek. USA. I thought that number would be bigger. Is it because of time? Might be time. I need to do the same in the afternoon and see what happens. Oh, you're right, Bruce. Sorry. 4 a.m. in the USA. That's why. I'm sure the number will be a lot bigger. I'll tell you what, next week I'm going to do a New York session. The only issue with the New York session, let me see. Close these notifications. Right, so New York session is so we're 4:30. So that's in 4 hours time. I could do it like 4 o'clock, because our son sleeps around 6:30, 7 o'clock. So let's do a New York session next week. Imagine if the numbers are like crazy and then we have to do New York session every time. People are going to hate me. Europe 50%. So far, Europe is holding strong. That would be fun. Probably wait 3 years for South Africa, as we don't have electricity. That would definitely be an issue. We might need a van with electricity and internet connections on our phone. What is my favorite food? Christopherus is asking. Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I'm a bit biased from where I come. We have like lamb chops and we have a thing called tiropitari here, which is like a cheese doughy incredibleness. Then we have our own type of gnocchi, which is called gioia. I think my local food. But saying that, Italy has stunning dishes. Genova, I love Genovese pesto. There's so many. Funny moments. Nice approach. You're like an employer of the market. Comes, works until market pays you, then out. I don't like the approach of being an employee. I would say I am. I can turn everything off now and go home. We've made nearly. It's not a normal wage, but it's still a good wage. It beats a lot of wages. Let's see what we've currently up. And I think we didn't trade Monday as well. Without Monday, I only traded 2 days this week. This is a combination one. I started trade live on Tuesday. So for 2 days of trading, 1,130. Not bad. You're more than welcome to use my desk in Wales. Can you compare? Where is it? Can you compare Bali and Greece beaches? Right. Oh, here we've got some movement on the pound dollar. Yes. The Gili Islands, which is offshore on Bali, is stunning, incredible water. My personal opinion is that I have not gone to anywhere in the world where I found the water, how clean the water, crystal clean in Greece, in any island. Like the water in Greece is just stunning, unbelievable. And I always, when I'm away, the first thing I want to do is jump in the sea in Greece because it's just so good. But you go to Bali, it's like very tropical. You have monkeys everywhere. It's a different experience. But in terms of like, what's my favorite beach? I would always choose a beach in Greece just because the water is like, it's just stunning. Do I like pasticcio? I love pasticcio. I haven't had it in a very long time though. I do love it. My grandma used to make it. Pasticcio, moussaka, all the Greek foods. Cape Town not as badly affected by the electricity issue as the rest of South Africa. You can stay at my place. I am off grid. There must be an issue in South Africa about electricity going on. Spanakopita, love Spanakopita. Cape Town, awesome beaches. South Africa was actually one of our thoughts of moving to before Bali, because it's closer to Europe. Not been to Norway. I'm definitely a warm weather seeker. Are your grandparents from Greece? Yes, I've lost all my grandparents, unfortunately. 2 of them were Greek, obviously 2 of them were English from my mum's side, and they were from this town. My Greek grandma pretty much brought me up with my mum. Weekly VWAP is at 12400, so maybe that's the target for today as it's end of the week. Let's see, Jason. Where's that? 124. Up here. If it goes up there within the next hour, I would definitely be selling that. How many you were doing 9 to 5? Since at least 16, 17 years. I did hard, it was hard for me because I was doing a full-time job as an analyst. Then I would go and do personal training at houses, which were like an hour away. I would wake up at 6 a.m., then come back home at 10 o'clock at night. And my wife was going through chronic illness, had to care for her as well. It was a very dark, not dark, I was still happy, but it was a very exhaustive time. Here we go, just touched in the fair value. I think let's see, it's 20, 24, 1, 2. I think I'm going to get involved on the top of the fair value. If the price comes here, considering the price action. This might be a better entry, but I'm not sure if it's going to get there. Let's see how this candle reacts. So yeah, it was a very tough time. 9 to 5 was something that I couldn't go on holidays. Let's see, we're on the right account. I'm shorted that. We're going to be quite conservative on this. The stop, remember, is my hard stop. So now I think the price can come to take the previous high here. So I'm only going to enter one position. $27, 5. Let's see if my copier copied it. $6. So that's working. Target the lows. Now, that can very easily go to the previous daily high. And like our friend said, 124. Even here. So let's see. Let's see what we have to manage. 200. So that's 200 loss. 300 loss. 450 loss. 80 loss. So $500. I'm just working out my risk management. Just give me a second. So that's how much is that? That is that's 200. So then next trade, I think here will be my next position. Repositioning. It's quite further than normal. It's only because I'm anticipating, it's about 11 pips. I'm anticipating this coming higher. Right, so where are we? Have you heard of Amuliani Island? Amuliani? Is it Amuliani? Don't know that one. Water's crazy. I'll have a look. Aliques. I know Aliques. Too dangerous, bro. Infrastructure collapsing. I have to use solar power and rain tanks in South Africa now. Oh my God. Sounds like a lot going on. Sorry to hear that, Mark. Where should we buy RN? I should buy. How many pips will your stop be? My stop is an overall, like we said before. I'm just aiming not to lose more than a week's worth of money. So that's $2,000 to $2,500. Someone sold at 1 to, what did I sell at? Oh, we haven't updated our trade. It's so interesting. People jump in when we're on a live trade. I guess that's the point of live trading. But there is also the point that when the trade is not there, you just wait. So what was I going to do? I need to update our live trade. So we've got one position, we're in a short position. We're in a short on pound USD at 1.23646. That's us. Let's put that there. What else we got? I just hit my sell target. Price is not going there. Scenarios. The pressure of live trading. When I started doing live trading, I was speaking to a few people and I was like, you know what? I don't want extra pressure when I'm trading. But actually, it's been zero like pressure, just because I'm doing what I would do even if I wasn't here. Do you know what I mean? So I don't mind it. What's difficult is that people who are coming in and maybe they see a drawdown of like $500 and they're thinking of their account or their processes, and then they might get nervous and start doing things. So that's my only concern, is how other people are receiving the lives. You need a partner in crime, Yanni, plus calm environment is also added value. It's true. Your patience is great. Could you talk through your analysis on why you went short? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. This might stop here, but it's not going to be enough to take. I think we're going to need a second position for this. Unless we caught the top, which it's highly unlikely. We need to think where we're going to get our secondary position. This might be just a rebalance of this to go higher. The good news is we're still in. Let's move that a little bit in case there's a spike. Let's move that out of the way and we can manually close it. What's that, 260? That would be that would mean a break of structure, but as you can see, we have that happening right now. So this might just be like a rebalance of the fair value gap to go higher. But we don't worry about that, because it's like we were talking about, where is a good price to get in? And all this time going up, we've been buying from the bottom here on 1 o'clock this morning. I couldn't find an entry that I liked, that I could manage. Now this is not, it's a bit lower than I like entering, but considering it's a Friday and the price action, I thought maybe we can get 10 pips. I think it's given 10 pips already. Yeah, that's 10 pips. Now we might react. Is this the real break? There's no fair value gap here. So if this continues lower, there's no other target in the way, but I doubt. We'll see. We're currently on the 5 minute. We aim for 50 pips. Is this the best 50 pips I can get? Here comes the reaction now on the fair value. So if this goes higher after this fair value gap, this is the next position that we'll be interested in. With the aim for that price to take out this price. So that will target 10 pips. I like that. Can you show exactly the fair value gap you shorted on? Yes, it's this one. Now the actual fair value gap is down to here, but it got filled up to that point. So the only one that's not being filled is this part of the candle here. Could you talk through your analysis on that? Yeah. The reason is because we're in a premium price. Price action is not being great this morning, so I don't think it's going to be a clean day. like we haven't had big movements like this. We've had this slow build up. That's why I think this is going to come higher to test this and this. So that's what we're planning for. So my trade at the moment, where did I get in? Somewhere around here. Can very easily be down 260, 270 plus another 150. So about $500. Don't be surprised if we see a drawdown of that before we get our money. I am debating to take that 180, 18 pips. If it gives that. So you take the fair value gap, even though it was filled in a certain way. What do you mean by a certain way? As in it overfilled, as in it passed the fair value gap. A lot of the times you'll see that the price goes over to make sure it covers all buy side orders. So do you have an overall bearish daily bias, or are you just looking at premium and discount for the day and reacting? So for me, I look overall in the price action, and Michael's just said that's another OTE entry, which is correct. The price has been going up, filling fair value gaps and pushing higher and higher and higher. However, I can't explain it. It's experience as well. Like for me, we've been buying for a long time, but not aggressive buying. It's almost like grinding up and taking buy side, taking buy side, taking buy side. The question is, how much buy side can it take before it has a reaction? This can be a build up to go higher. We don't know that, but at this moment of time, we can only analyze what we see and what the price action has been doing. So I was happy to short this area. I think we got in here somewhere, the top of that fair value gap. I know you're looking for exact science. So like if it hits here, that's when I short. I definitely don't trade like that. I trade with my experience. I trade with what the conditions are. So we're in premium discount. We're in premium price. So I would never buy this. I'm not trying to top the top, if that makes sense. Camera's out of place. Ooh, that might be better. Sorry, my camera is a little bit, it's my laptop's camera today. Is there fair value zones similar to supply and demand zones? I'm not aware of supply and demand zones, but could be. I mean, price is price. Let's see, it might give us that now. Let's see if we 100. We want 12 pips. I'm just thinking if this is going to give me the next low. Let's see. Three hourly wicks. There is selling pressure. But they haven't closed red. This is going to close green. Got 1 minute to go. Let's see if it closes green. It's a steady green pull up, but you got indecision candle, bearish wick, indecision candle, bearish wick. you can see sometimes that happens, like here, where you got bearish wicks and then bush explodes up. Let's see. Can reach perfectly on the mean threshold of the first one. I don't like that we're on the hour on this entry. Time is crucial when you're trading this type of style. 10 o'clock. We just closed the kill zone. This can easily be the judo swing, but we don't know yet. We have to see. Here's a good question. Have you ever looked at moving your stop to break even when you get in, say, 10 pips profit to save any risk of having to reposition, and interested in your thoughts on pros and cons of managing like this? That's a good thought. The reason is, if this comes back to break even, I'm still happy to be selling that price. So I don't want to close it because I'm happy to be in that position. Now, if it goes even higher, the repositioning is my payment, if you want, or managing the worst entry like we discussed. But I would still want to be in that position, this one here, until we break the highs, which is going to be our second entry. Normally, if it breaks the highs, there's going to be buy-side liquidity reacting to taking out the highs, and that reaction is what's going to reposition our price. That's why I've decided for the second position to be higher up. And overhead here is our third position, fourth position, the swing highs. Did I miss anyone? Hey, how do you feel trading quite intuitively? Do rule-based systems not fit in your psychology? I want to trade from intuition more, but I'm aware of the psychology issue that could arise. Intuition. Here's the thing. Intuition is almost like it's past experience. So I've seen this before, and I've traded before these setups, for me to have the confidence to take positions like this, because it's reversal trading, which is quite difficult. So you're always looking for the tops, and if you don't find the tops, you have to manage the top. So that can be quite stressful for some people. Whereas other people are trend traders. So like you're following these green candles, and then if it goes against you, you have to manage the repercussions. The downside of trend following is that if it's an actual reversal, you can get caught really badly. If it's a trend day and you're trying to reverse it, then you can get caught badly. So it's all down to what fits to your psychology. The reason I don't like rule-based is because every single day is different. Today is sunny, tomorrow is raining. Psychology of the whole world is different. Algorithmic trading is the only constant that is happening in trading because it's programmed, it's algorithmic. I will never be able to beat an algorithm with my type of trading. But what I can do is think what the algorithm might be doing. So then I can try and align, not perfectly, that's why I have to reposition, on what the logic would be where liquidity is. So I'm still trading a structured way, like I still get in fair value gaps. I still react to buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity. I don't just press buy at a certain moment because I felt like. There is a structure to the madness if you want. However, it allows for flexibility for me to adapt in different scenarios on each day, because today is a different day. Yesterday, you saw me how I was very happy to enter 1 and 2 positions, whereas today I've only entered 1 position. If I had a rule-based system that said I need to enter with 2 positions, I would now be in 240 profit, but my risk would be double. Does that make sense? Or am I in a world of my own? Are you repositioning positions all at the same lot? Yes, I always break 1 until I get a much bigger account. Hello, Richard Crafton. Welcome to the community. Where are we on the followers? We are on 3,751. We are getting closer to the 5,000. When we hit 5,000, we're getting the Discord. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it's Friday. You can tell. We had a bit of a spike of a move, and now it's taken out this swing low. Let's see. Fair value gaps here, here. What indicator is for the market sessions? It's called FX Market Sessions by Boy Toki. Yanis or anyone else in the chat for the matter, have a concise breakdown on the ICT algorithm theory. Do we have a concise breakdown on the ICT? I wouldn't say it's a theory now, because for me, I see it every day. It definitely, like, algorithms are definitely in place, and you can see that when they're reacting, taking liquidity, and then delivering price to exact pip, especially to round numbers like the 125. I think they and any institutional trader, most of their trading is done algorithmically. So if you put institutional algorithmic trading in YouTube, I'm sure they will have some nice explanations. Enter only 1 position, but I have a very close exit. If trade goes against me, means my analysis was not perfect, so I reanalyze. You can't have perfect analysis. That's another thing. That's why I reposition, because my entry today looks like might be okay. We'll see if it breaks the lows. But you can't get perfect entries because we don't have the volume to influence the market. So we're always adapting. And when we don't have perfect entries, we need to be able to still make profits. And that's where we manage. What percent are you risking on smaller accounts for the trade? So let's have a look. So this is 20,000 if you want. I think I can only lose 1,200. And I have to make, no, I think we talked about it the other day. Maybe 1,500, and now with this it's like 1,900 that I can lose. But I need to make 2,000. So I've put it down to 1/4 of my normal positions, which still might be a bit high. I need to test it when I've got bigger size, or when I get into a trade where I have to reposition a few times. But so I'm building a buffer, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So hopefully that will sort itself out. Let's have a look. Looks like it's moving a little bit more. 145, that's 15 pips. I'm going to take 15 pips, I think. Let's have a look. I thought it was equilibrium. It's a bit higher. Okay. Filled up. Now it's taking the lows here. So it delivered price from here to here. This might crash down, but I can analyze this. I can't analyze this. I need to wait and see, because now we've got a fair value gap here that's being filled, and the price has been buying for a long time. So we have to be quite conservative with our entries and analysis. So that was not quite 15, was it? Let's see. All history, let's go to custom today. Exactly 150, however we have commissions, so 14.5 pips. Let's put that in. Where is my results? Right here. So that was properties. We'll see if I did the right call, but at the time that was what my analysis was saying. So we have, where's my calculator? I'm quite happy I'm using my dad's calculator. So we have 145.5 plus, what did the little one do? 38.75. So we're at running profits of 184. We've still got a bit of work to do for our target, but we got 15 pips, not bad. 35 pips to go. And you see that reaction now. We can't predict this. Now we're back at equilibrium. This we analyzed. That's going to be a reaction. Maybe I could have held it a little bit clearer down here. But you know, it's not bad. We've got out of 20 pip move. Oh, it's bigger. Wait. Out of a 23 pips, we took out 15. I think that's good trading. If it stops there. If it goes down, then obviously miss opportunities. So 2.5 per pip at risk. That's right. Yeah, on the small one. It's different from currency to currency. I know entry cannot be perfect. I mean, it's not the area, the price. Now what will be interesting, I'm going to read that again, but I'm just looking. You see this? We've got this forming now. These like higher highs and higher lows. We're in a bit of a channel right now. We're in that channel, which is getting bigger and bigger, a little bit a fan if you want. total how many years your trading achieved today this type of peaceness. I think my risk management changed everything. Like I used to try and do what Scruffy does with the Scruffy madness. I would mess it up and then I would lose big, and it looks like we did the right decision there, guys. This is going to come up and fill these gaps here. Two and a half years in total. I would say all of it combination gave me that the patience that I have now and the peaceness. As you said, trading is personal and everyone has its way of doing it. Why is that out of the way? Sorry, just noticed. What's there? Oh, go away. Results. Taking out the highs of this. What else? I got 20 pips. Well done, Tristan. As you said, trading is personal and everyone has its way. Anna FX. Oh. You got me there. You got me there. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. If you don't know who Anna is, Anna FX is another Fivers trader who is absolutely smashing it as well. And she's actually talking in London. When is it? Is it the 7th of... I don't want to say something wrong. I remember 7th of June. Something like that. She'll be one of the main speakers in the Fivers big event. But I really appreciate that. That's really kind. Could have held in the partial to relatively lows. We could have held, however, you should be happy with when you see a move that's 30 pips and you've managed to get, I don't know, like 15 plus, and you're getting more than 50% of the move, you should be happy. Should be happy with that. As you said, trading is personal and everyone has its way of doing it. I'm 1 million funded and looking for more, so working for me. Wow, Funny Moments is 1 million funded. Is this with Fivers? That is incredible. Well done. What do you think about sales on pound dollar on 17th of June? I know a lot of people are going to this and there's a very few tickets left. I wish I was in London because I would have definitely come to that event and met a lot of people. Do you stream London sessions every day? Yes. However, I might try and do New York one session next week to see, because I know a lot of people follow me from the States, and bless him, Bruce is in here every day at 4 a.m. I don't know how he does it. But kudos to Bruce. Let's see. So Funny Moments trades TFT and MFF. I'm guessing these are new. These are other prop firms. I'm so bad. I know FTMO which is very familiar, very famous. But the only one that I've ever been involved in is the fivers, and I'm super happy with them. New subscriber, Kamari. Oh, that's a difficult one. Vijay Singha, I think it is. Welcome. Would be great to see you on your New York session. What day shall we do New York then? Would you like to do any day next week? What day you would prefer to do a New York session? $16 peeps, Michaela got. I'm hoping you're not just copying the trade and it was your analysis. But well done if that was your analysis. What about an Aussie session? Bring a novel. I did a session. Now we can see the ICT coming into play now. We've got a fair value gap here. Michael's going to come in and say another OTE. Fair value gap there. Fill to the pip. And it looks like this is going to have another attempt to go higher. My charts are looking very messy right now. Let's clean them up. We don't need... What do we need? Right, we know that we're going that way. Even though we sold. This sell side is taken out, so that is gone. These fair values are gone. This is still in play. This is tapped into. This is old. And oh my God, Simon, what have you done? Can't really express how much you have helped on my journey so far. Looking forward to that community. Will be paid for when I get funded. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And I don't get me emotional because I've had a tough few weeks. But I really appreciate that. The fivers looks really nice. And by the way, guys, Simon has been trading only... How long has it been, Simon? I definitely know Simon from last year, summertime. And his progression of like consistency has been insane. I think you're still on green days, right? I think you're on full green days. And every day you're doing like amazing. As well as other people. Simon has definitely stood out. And he's an engineer at heart. So we did the right thing to kill that trade for 15 pips. This is definitely, we don't know, but it looks like it's going to fill this fair value gap. And then we see if it continues lower, because we still haven't filled all this fair value gap. We know that we're outside the kill zone. This buy side now is taken out. We can kill that. This fair value has been tapped into, so we can move that down. This is the area that we haven't tapped into yet. This was our previous entry. This was what we were planning to enter. It's looking a little bit better now. 17 pip loss on 0.2%, but onto a nice winner at the moment. So you had a 17 pip loss on 0. Were you buying? Were you long on this, Scott? That's not a fair value gap. Are you sure? Which one are you referring to? ANSC. If you're referring to this one, it's from a different time frame. There it is. So this is the fair value gap from there to there. All I've done is moved it from here down to here, and you can fine tune it if you want. You can put it there. But obviously if you move into a different time frame, it will look like there's no fair value gap. If you're referring to another one, which one are you referring to? You have to tell me and we can clarify. Combination of ICT and SMC. And my personal touch. Ooh. Based on experience and years of losses and struggles. That's the best way. But I am convinced that you can get rid of the struggles if you have people to guide you in the right way. Still holding my 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 5 sell. Okay, someone's brave. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 5. Okay, so you got in high. It's a good entry. So you're in profit of roughly $120. I don't know your lot size, but yeah. I'm not here to give any advice. So good luck with that. Looking for 60 pips. So you're looking for this price to go to sell side, is it? From here to previous daily low. Maybe. But you would be looking for the whole move. Always try, for me personally, what I try and do, I try and get part of the whole move. So if that's a 60 pip move, I would be looking for 30 pips because that's easier to tap into. So Scott was short, he got in a bit early. Okay. How do you decide which time frame fair value gaps to focus on? All fair value gaps are valid, but it's all down to what you trade, and you know, if you're trading at a 5 minute, 15 minute, then obviously looking at fair value gaps around that area makes sense to focus on that. It is a slow day, Atlas. You're right. News are this afternoon. I don't know. Fridays normally I get good setups. I mean, a good setup will be longing this, obviously. When you see it now, the good setup was long. I think Michael was shouting about OTEs. I think he did some good trading there. The one that I could have got into was this one here, because I saw the chart around 7 o'clock. That entry would have given me really nice profits, and it was in discount. Yeah, that would have been $600. Anna's got it. Did she just go exactly where I was talking about? 225. 23225. To there. Nice. 46 pip move. That's big. Break of structure, retest. I mean, that's the best entry of this move. You couldn't get this one because it hasn't broken the highs. Broke the highs, filled fair values, filled that. Boom. Nice. Well done. Sounds differently, and there is always opportunity to make money on both sides. Sell, but absolutely. I think, like, what time was that? 2:30 a.m. Am I getting that right? 2:30. Oh, unless you must have got in from here somewhere. That's nice. Daily 4 hour and hourly. Then if you have a 15 or 5 minute inside a higher time frame saying the same thing, that's best case. Okay. Using light mode is criminal. Is it hurting your eyes? I'm used to it from IG, but you are right. I probably need to get used to. Wait, that says dark. That's light. So I'm still in light and dark. Oh. Do you prefer this then? Background. Maybe I can make it a little bit less white. No, that's horrid. Sorry, I can't do that. I tried. So Anna was up 4 a.m. The early bird, that's what do they say in, what's that phrase? The early bird catches the worm. That is a nice entry. Maybe I need to put my little, and you got 3 or 4 kids. I don't know how you do it, but I need to put the little one maybe earlier. Why are these? I need to change the colors now. You see what you've done? You've ruined my charts. How do I change this color? Gradient. Is it because I'm on dark theme? Text. Text, we need black. There we go. There we go. And also I want the candle. There you can see what I'm having as my top, bottom, right. I need my candle to be black on the outside. The border to be black. That's what I like. And the red one. Body. This one, black. That's better. Oh, thank God for that. Who made me do all that? What's his name? Oog Junior 2. Thanks. Yeah. Much better. Maybe I need to. You're right though. This is probably not good for my eyes. It's too white. A monthly and weekly won't hurt anything either. So by the way, if you're watching me sit relaxed here, is because we're gonna get re-interested if the price comes up here, or take the highs at least. Something's different as well. I need my symbol text. I think I need my text bigger. That's better. So what we got here, something's come through. Same stuff. Let's have a look at, if you go on Baby Pips Market Milk, you can have a look at the strengths. So this is the FXCM. We are on FXCM. So we're on the same market with the source of data. And what you can do, this is the daily, but we can look at the last 4 hours. We can see the pound dollar. Pound is pretty doing, it's dead in the middle. And then compared to the USD, it's only 0.05 difference from the mean. So there's not a lot of movement. This is the monthly data. Dollar strong, pound weak. It's quite nice. And it gives you some top gainers and so on. You also got currency strength, which is based on the strength index. I'll go to the daily. And you can see that, a bit of change of pound to the dollar. Currency volatility, what's been volatile, at least this pound. That's why we've been scrapping for a while. And then you've got your normal live heat map. This is on the daily. Again, you can go on the 4 hour. Oh, not that one. 4 hour, we can see the difference. See a lot of greens, and the pound and USD is kind of similar. That's why we're having that grinding upwards movement. So even from 2 a.m. I think the pound dollar is behaving like the euro dollar today. I think that's fair to say. Like from the bottoms here all the way to the top is only 60 pips. It's not fast moving. Do you look at the DAX at all? I used to trade the DAX. I got caught twice in the previous way I was trading, and that was it. I decided to go to the pound dollar. White background is the best. I agree. I got a sell limit around 640. 640. Back in the fair value gap. Now this is interesting, right? So this fair value gap has been filled, pushed down, took out liquidity below the swing low, pushed up. Now it's hovering on the fair value gap of the downwards move. What time is it, by the way? Oh my God, we're overrunning. Oh dear. When you're having a good time. So we have fair value gap being filled now. Is it gonna attempt to break the highs? If it is, are we getting involved is the question. I do like this entry. This is for sure. I am definitely getting involved in this area. Now the question is, am I getting involved in this area? Or I missed the move because it's filled the fair value gap and that continues, like funny moment said, down to there. Once you go back around, you never go back. Why did I go to Bali? Christopher is asking. We like Bali. It's like 30 degrees all year round. It has good coffee, good food. It's cheap. I can have my dream house overlooking the ocean. I can't wait to show you guys when we go over. I'll do you a bit of a tour. Yeah, it's just an amazing place. Amazing place for our son. There's so much activities to do. Montessori schools. It's got everything. It's great. And it's a lot cheaper. Trying to rent in Greece for these 3 months now, it's more expensive than London. I don't know what's going on. We've only got green candles so far in the 1 hour time frame. Guess we can expect some down movement on the pound USD shortly. Let's have a look. You are right. Is this closing 240? Right, we'll do another 2 minutes, guys, and then I've got to close this. Go and see what the family's doing and wait for another opportunity to get in. This candle is green also. It's just like building. It's going higher and higher and higher. This looks like the obvious area to get involved. if it gives you that. We're still in equilibrium area though. Like anything around this area, we're still equilibrium. It's where the price is mostly traded. People like Jordan from Traderlicious, he uses a volume to show that. What's it called? A volume, I can't remember what it's called. Forward volume or something? Someone will know. Is it technicals? I can't remember what it's called. Profile. Volume profiling. That's the one. And it shows you where the most trading has happened. I like seeing it with the ICT equilibrium. It's pretty much the same thing. This is where most trading has happened as an average. Price is pushing higher. Let's see. Let's enter what we've made so far. $145. Still got work to do. DAX murdered me a few times. DAX is vicious, absolutely vicious. Moves like a train when it goes. 5 hours instant funding looks really nice. Point control. Can you explain fair value gaps and what they indicate? A fair value gap is quite simple. Is when a candle bursts to the upside. Let's say, for instance, here. There's a fair value gap there. It burst so fast that it didn't give opportunities for more buyers to get involved. So there's an imbalance on this candle here between this wick and this wick, where the market likes to come and retest 1, 2, 3 to give opportunity to other buyers to get involved. Do you trade on a Mac? I trade on a Mac. I do. Filling in this fair value gap now. We've done this one. Moving on to this one. I don't mind this entry, this high entry here. Let's see. Four pips, so that would be $40. So what I'm currently debating now is to get involved in this area or wait for this area, but this area might not get tapped into. Let's have a look at the RSIs. RSI is high. That was the reaction that we got. MACD is pushing higher though. The Bollinger Band is on the high end. So things are coming together in all, like even on the indicators, which normally they lag. But you can see if we had turned on the RSI and we saw this up here, it's quite logical to say, okay, this is out of whack. It needs to rebalance. like here, like here. We don't use indicators, but sometimes they're quite nice. And you can see the difference here. These are going up, whereas this was going down. Let's see. I think I drew some scruffy levels in here. Are there any? Wow, look at that. Oh no, is that a level? No. There's a level down there, and there's a level down there. I haven't updated that, so probably there are more levels in between. All right, that's the reactions to the fair value gap there. We can delete this one now, it just happened. I kind of want to have that as a whole so we can see how much of the fair value gap we filled. So we need to, what do we make, 100? Not a lot of opportunity this morning, which is a bit annoying. It would be nice to close, just because I couldn't trade. I wasn't in a state of mind to trade this week. So it would have been good to get some good profits today. We'll see in the afternoon session. I am also using Mac, but I'm having problems with MetaTrader's interface. Yeah, MetaTrader is literally, I just pray buy and sell. Everything else is done on TradingView. Pre-ICT strategy had me on the wrong side of an explosive move, nearly wiped me out. Can I share the 1 hour view? If TradingView doesn't get stuck. How are we doing on the likes? 1, 2, 3. I think we peaked at 187 people in, so I think there's a few more likes to come in. That would be nice. This stuck. Let's change that. I think it takes a minute to. What is this? S&P? There you go. It's coming back down. Hopefully this pushes higher and then we can get involved again. And for Anna as well. Anna's looking for this to push higher. When will I close the feed? I think I'm going to close very, very soon. We've done more than... How long has it been? We've done a lot today. I don't think this is the move. I think there's another push higher. I think let's see. Rafa is saying he got 10 pips today. Well done. We'll be off for US. I guess days green. Won't chase this crazy day price, even though I still think it's going higher. Could make 30 pips, but closer. you might be a good call. It is Friday. It'll be interesting to see. There is a fair value gap there. Let's move that there. Let's move that out of the way. There's one there. Let's see. I'm currently not 0.1. I think we have a tendency, Rafa, we need to fix something, because I heard you yesterday as well. The woulda, shoulda, what's the phrase? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. So is that the way you say it? Something like that. Don't worry about predictions. Like, let's say I'm saying this is going to happen, and then it happens. It doesn't mean that I'm expecting to win 17 pips. Only the trades that you're in and you've taken, those are the ones you should say, I should have done this or that, or changed that, made that. Things that you hear or we discuss, don't let that mindset get into your brain and saying, oh, I should have done that. I wish I could have done that. Or it's just pointless energy towards the wrong mindset. Make sure you're improving things that matter, not things that, problems that don't exist. You're adding problems where they're not there. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. There we go. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Imagine if I woulda bought here. I would have been 60 pips up. What does that do to me? Absolutely nothing. I told a friend that I should be buying at this point. It's pointless. Pointless energy. This is where it's happening. Now, what do you do now? That's what you analyze. I could tell you, this is going to go here. If it goes here, told you. If it doesn't, I should have not done that. It just breaks down. You don't want to be in that place. All right. What's the time? Let's do one more minute. That's what I'm going to give the market. And then you can see the rest on Instagram. Let's, I'll type it in here. TheConscious.DayTrader. Go and follow me there. I'm super happy we reached 1,000. I think that's a milestone for good things to come. And I am planning to be more active on there. 14 pips in 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's a slow day, isn't it? That's trading though. Normally I go about my day and wait for I wait for things to happen, and when I see it, then I go in and I'm doing other things, enjoying life. But with the lives, we have to watch it. So you guys are my entertainment, and hopefully you entertain each other and we get some entertainment from each other for these hours. But that's trading. When you trade one asset and you have all green days from January 1st, that's the way to do it. You trade slowly, you find your best entries, and then you get these returns. But you don't chase. You don't get in just for the sake of it. Are you an FTMO trader? I am a 5S trader, 5%ers. In description, I've got my code. I took the link out because it wasn't really working. I don't know why. When you copied it, it wouldn't include the link, but the link is 8188. So if you get a 5ers account, you can use that code 8188. Do you know how that ghost feed indicator works? As in how many candles? Or I think you can set up colors and include wicks or not. If you exclude wicks, it will take them out. Transparency, you can make them more prominent, less prominent. And then this changes the number of average in Mintix. You have to play around with that. But overall, I just use it just to show it's quite nice instead of an arrow. That is a strong consolidation there of doing nothing. So I think we're going to call it there, guys. It's been a joy, as always. Thanks for tuning in. The hardcore people, I see you. I see you half an hour before the live chatting along. I appreciate every single one of you. And Simon and Anna, thank you so much for the super chats. It really hits a spot. And I will see you guys on Monday. I know it's bank holiday, but I will be looking at the charts because sometimes bank holidays have been my best days. So hopefully, let's hope that happens again. And I hope you have a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed these 2-3 lives that we've done. And I'll catch you next week. Have a good one, guys.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been petty. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities are never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah. Run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my big dog walking big talk. Young veteran, living legend, bet I'm better than them. This is my ship. I'ma jack it like Letterman. Y'all better not let them in. They gon' rotate this, so I keep the pedaling. Started a chain. The cycle is heaven sent. This is from God, but I'm not your reverend. Not in the pulpit. I'm a pit bull in this element. Yeah. Said you gon' pull up, then settle it. Yeah. I've been married to this hustle. This is my ring. Watch out, step in it. Yeah. And I ain't even got a yard, but I'ma get it here. Watch out, touchdown. Pulling plans out the clutch. Everybody getting crushed. The cut down is for us now. Have to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no ends. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah.